Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. Before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notifications of my new videos or shorts. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, by all means, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, on X, and on Threads, you can type in at Back on Basics. If you want a topic suggestion, or if you have feedback, or if you want me to give you my take on anything, let me know. Put it in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to do so. So before I begin, I want to say thank you to the 517 subscribers. I was, my wife and I went on a cruise, and it was great, and so. But the internet was spotty. And so because the internet was spotty, I was not able to do videos all the time. And so I had to, and I actually did a couple of videos on how to take care of yourself, one in Spanish, one in English. And not until today have I published them, because I had to delete the ones that I did, in a cruise with the water behind me, I was sitting at a table. I was sitting out on the deck. I mean, it was wonderful. But you know what? It's okay, because nothing is permanent, right? Remember that. Talk about that in future videos. Nothing is permanent. And so we can't expect things to work 100% all the time. And that's the reason why I'm doing this video about taking care of yourself, because I want you to be able to be mentally, physically, emotionally, and mentally balanced. That'll help you with motivation. That'll help you bring in your support system. That'll help you with looking ahead. That'll help you to be able to course correct. Because remember, not everything is a straight line. You may have to go left or right or over or under in order to get to the goals that you have, the activities that you have to do or that you want to do. There's so many different things, right, that we can do as human beings to move forward. And so it's interesting, right? And so what I wanted to talk to you about is, again, right, taking care of yourself. How important it is to take care of yourself? Well, it's very important. As you know, studying psychology and counseling and life coaching, studying different aspects of special education. I mean, all those things comes back to taking care of yourself and teaching people how to take care of yourself, teaching our children how to take care of themselves, or also teaching your children how to be open and come to you for questions. It's kind of like this, right? And I've said it in a video at the beginning, about a little bit over a year and a half ago. When young kids start asking questions, you don't give them the full answer, ladies and gentlemen. What do? You answer their question, because that's all they're doing, and they're going to process it. And then they may have additional questions that are different from the original one that they asked. So my recommendation for you, if your young kids, young family members, nephews, nieces, friends, however, the young ones ask you questions, just answer what they ask. Don't give them the whole story. I used to give the whole story, but I lost their attention after a while, because I thought, I can give this elaborate answer. No, they just want that answer, the answer to their question, and that's it. Let them process, and then they can come back and ask other questions. And you know what that means? That means that their mind is focused, right? Because they're doing that. Their emotions may be focused based on the answer that you give them, right? And so again, it's an example of how to have mind, body, emotional, and spiritual or spirituality balance. And so there's so many different things that you can do. Remember, I told you in other videos, if you want to focus your mind, do something physical. Don't have to lift weights on to go to the gym. You can just walk, right? You can just walk even in your home. Remember, I told you, my dad, may you rest in peace. when he had cancer his last days, he would walk around the house, ladies and gentlemen. He would walk at least a mile. And he realized that that was going to keep him focused, his mind focused, and that was it. You should have seen his mind, how sharp it was. I mean, physical, he had a little bit more trouble with, but his mind was sharp all the way until he passed. And so again, right? You got to do the things that you got to do so that way you are balanced. So that way you're focused. So that way you can bring in your support system. So, I mean, again, it's the things that we talk about. Emotional balance, you can do either something mental or something physical. They both work. If you do both of them, believe me, you will be balanced emotionally. Why? Because you do. Because your mind is sharp, your body is sharp, and so again, that means that you're balanced here, and now here, right? And so again, the emotions are driven a lot of the times because we're tired, because we're scared, because we're anxious, because we're nervous, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future, because of what happened in the past. I mean, again, right? Here, right? And the last, the spirituality balance. You know, for that one is very straight, simple, plain and simple, right? Meditate. Go to a church, go to a synagogue, go to a mosque, go to a monastery. I mean, again, all religious places are so soothing, and the balance that you get there, it doesn't matter if that's your religion. I mean, some people visit different places, and so it's balancing the spirituality. And so again, right? That's how you can focus on things to do. You can focus your mind, right? Your body, your emotions, and your spiritual balance. And so again, take it from me. I do that every day. I try to get everything done. I try to balance everything. It's not perfect, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not telling you that this is like the cure-all, or this is something that's gonna be there. You have to put in the work. You have to make sure that you're doing the things that you're doing, so that way you're focusing forward. You know, one thing that I'm gonna leave you with, Dad went back to the Middle East a few years ago. They went because they wanted to visit. I mean, my mom and dad are Catholic. They wanted to visit some of the sites where Jesus was born, where some of his life took place, where his tomb is. And so, I mean, it was, you know what made me realize that spiritual balance is important? My dad. My dad. it's was the least spiritual person. I mean, he was. He believed in, in God and Jesus and angels and everything, but he didn't show it. He wasn't focused on spirituality. But when he came back from that trip, after he made the pilgrimage with my mom, and they came back, I mean, he was a different person, ladies and gentlemen. He was a little bit more calmer. He was a little bit, actually, my dad was calm, by the way. But he was able to do things. He was able to give me the best advice I mean, he gave me great advice. Both my parents give me great advice all the time, but he was able to give me advice with no attachment, which is great. He said, this is the real thing that I'm going to tell you. And so again, right? Mind, body, emotional, and spiritual balance is key. And you can do a lot of things to help yourself so that way you can move forward. Back on basics.